With respect to what has happened as a result of my meeting at the White House 2 weeks ago, everything we're talking about came after an intensive 2.5 hours of me meeting with Jeff Zients, the Chief of Staff, Ali Mayorkas, the Secretary of Homeland Security, and about a half dozen other key individuals in the White House. We asked for many things. We asked for a resolution to the request we have put forward to be able to use federal facilities like Floyd Bennett Field to house over 2,000 individuals. The state has committed to pay for that. That is something that we anticipate is going to be in the millions. But we will pay for it because we are continuing our efforts to partner with Mayor Adams to help him deal with the financial fallout of having over 100,000 migrants come to our city. So we're focusing on that. The surge that we talk about, I asked for them to send individuals to the Immigration and the Civil Immigration Services offices in Manhattan. I said, send more people, send at least 50, build it up to 200. So they have agreed to do that. So they'll send the first wave. Some of them are already arriving. I plan on meeting with them to talk to them about our strong desire to really speed up the asylum processing efforts, because when that starts, the clock starts tolling. And after 180 days, people are legally able to work in our state. Now, we have asked, and I've asked for over 1 year, to speed up that time frame. 100 days is still a long time. But let's start getting people processed, then get their work authorization, then we link them to jobs. That is what we have committed to do at the state. Link them to the jobs and then resettlement opportunities elsewhere once they're eligible to work. So we are all on that path together. And was there another part to your question?
Yes, the state lawmakers introduced a bill. Yeah.
No, we are very interested in working with them. In fact, I have conversations in about an hour with the two leaders, talking about what can happen, not necessarily outside of session. So this does not mean we're calling them back to session. I want to make sure we're clear on that. That decision has not been made. I was asked about it before, and I said we are entertaining all of our options, and we always will. But that does not mean a decision has been made. But I have language I want to talk to the leaders about, what that would look like, and the timing, whether it's now or in session, which can also happen. They're back in session in a few months. What that look like. My attorneys are working on it as we speak. I spoke about this at the White House. I said, I may do something at the state level. I may be having to do this. So we're working on language right now. This would be unprecedented, and I believe the federal government would believe that we need to have their authority to move forward with state work permits. But as I said, we have to let them work. This is why we're in a different circumstance than all the other waves of immigrants who've come here before. They all arrived, many of them fleeing similar circumstances, political persecution and extreme poverty, like my grandparents from Ireland. But no one stopped them from working when they arrived. That is why they've been so dependent on the city's right to shelter, the way it's been defined very expansively, to say that they have to house everyone. That's why we need to get them out of the shelters and into jobs. And so we're focused on that as well. But I'm working closely with the legislature, and I appreciate the leaders for having very intense conversations with me on how to resolve this situation as best we can from the state level to support the mayor's efforts.
Great. In the back, Reggie.